In this module, we'll discuss deployment, installing the client on Windows. The process is very simple. We download a 250K exe file from the server. Once we run it, a tiny agent is installed. It connects to the server. Based on the policy configured on the server, the tiny agent will download and install the endpoint client and the capabilities based on the policy. If needed, it's possible to download an exported package in advance, which contains all the prerequisites you will need. Let's have a look. I'm in the Infinity portal. I'm going to go to Policy, and under Software Deployment, I'm going to verify which capabilities are enabled. By default, I'll have the threat prevention capabilities. If I'll expand it, I can see anti-malware, anti-bot, anti-ransomware, and threat emulation. I'm going to verify the version, so currently I'm using the recommended version. And let's go ahead and download the endpoint. I'm going to click here. Change the version. I'm going to go ahead and select the recommended version and hit down. And here is the file. I will transfer the agent to my Windows machine and begin the installation. Since this is just a demo, I will manually deploy and install the client. This is my client. I'm going to go ahead and run the installation. Fast forward, and I can see that the tiny agent is installed and connected. If I'll change this and drag it here, it's going to be easier. Double click. And I can see that I'm currently connected to my server. And if I'll go back to the portal and go to the Computer Management tab, I can see my client, PC10, and the status that is currently downloading. Fast forwarding, and I'm prompted to approve the installation right now. I'm going to go ahead and select Install Now. The postpone settings can be modified to even allow a silent installation. From the Infinity portal, we'll go to the Policy tab, and under Global Policy Settings, we'll go to Client Settings. Here on the right, I'm going to go to Installation and Upgrade. And by default, this option is checked to enable the user to postpone the client installation or upgrade. I can simply uncheck it and save the policy. And of course, if you want, you can enable it and modify the timers. You can see the status change to User Approved Start of Deployment. And if I go back to the Infinity portal, I can see that the status is currently deploying. Yet another fast forward, and I can see the endpoint icon right here. I'll double click it. I can see all the capabilities that are currently installed. All of them are part of the threat prevention capabilities. I do have a warning about anti-malware because the machine was not scanned yet. I'm going to go ahead and start scanning. And if I'll check Google Chrome, my browser, I can see that there's a new extension installed. Actually, I have the notification right here. Well, had it, but if I'll click here, I can see a new extension, Checkpoint Sandblast Agent for browsers. And from the Infinity portal, I'm going to refresh it. I can see the deployment status is completed. Let me remind you, the client and the server are communicating. Going back to the client, I can see that my computer is compliant with the organizational security policy. I'm all good. I'm currently scanning for anti-malware. I'm updating my anti-ransomware and behavior guard and forensics. And of course, I am connected to my endpoint server. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next module.